I think it's working. So I will just wait for an audience. Sit here and chat to myself. Hello. Yay. I have no idea what's going on here. You see me? Yeah, I know. The green light's on my camera. Yay. Okay, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. My hair's all a mess and everything, but okay. We are going to wait for people to arrive. I'm glad you guys can see me, good, bad, or otherwise, I guess. So there we go. Yeah, so what I did is I went into my settings and I shut the camera off. And then I turned the camera back on, and then I tried a live stream in private mode and I still didn't have anything. So I shut the camera off, shut the computer off, turned the computer on, turned the camera back on, and here we are. Hello to everyone. Okay, I'm going to give just a couple of minutes of little chit chat before I start, just giving people a chance because I just posted it. Hi, Denise. So we have Denise, Linda, Melissa, Rose, Pamela, Jean, Lulu, Aunt Di. Pieces, Love, and Quilting. Now, see, I know your name, but when people use their channel names, I know so many different first names that I tend to get confused, and I know you. I'm sorry. Hi, Janice. Well, I have a whole list of things to tell you guys about, so yes, the thumbs up below the video. There is a like or dislike button below the video, and that's what everyone means by the thumbs up. Thank you, Richard. Okay. Courtney. See, I knew that. I knew it. I couldn't remember it. It's just like my son has had a friend since childhood, and I saw this guy last week. And I knew his first name, and I know his last name. I went to school with his mother. I know it. And I was going, oh, I know his name. I know his. I could not think of it, and that's me. I'm terrible about it. Yes, technology is something else. Hi, Gundi. Finally caught the live. Yeah, I'm not sure what time it is where you are. For me, it's 1:35 in the afternoon. Okay, Shady Susan. Of course, I love that username. And Tracy, Janet. Oh, goodness. Okay, everyone. First things first. I have to live and breathe by lists because, as I've told you guys, my memory is terrible. I feel like I'm looking sideways here. I'm not sure. Anyway, so every year I buy one of these, and they're just a calendar. They have a calendar like this, and then they have pages like this. So you can write in the box, and then you can, for the same day, you can write on the lines, and I use those. I forgot to order one in December, so I ordered one the 1st of January, and that took 2 weeks to come in. 12:35 in Western Kentucky. Okay, so you're only an hour behind me. I see. Oh, goodness, Adam. You're buttering me up. Thank you to everyone. What did you miss, Judith? You missed, this is the 3rd time. The first 2 times I had no camera, so we had to cut it off. I just got back. So you haven't missed anything except for some hellos. Judith, did you get that package that I sent to you in the mail this past week, or a week ago, or anyway, that I sent to you? I forgot to check with you. Okay, so I got my new calendar book, like I said. I don't know if any of you use these, but once I started using one, this is my 3rd one, so this is the 3rd year. I don't know how I got by before this. I keep everything from appointments, anything in there if I have to do something or whatever. So the goal is that I'm going to be less forgetful because now I'm tacking on a little piece of notebook paper for all the little things that I tend to write down somewhere and then forget where I write it. So let's see. I am a new content creator. I have a channel with this name and I'm really enjoying this new adventure. Well, certainly any one of our moderators can drop your link or anyone else's link and everyone can check you out. We love to help out all the new channels, as well as I'm going to be doing sew-alongs with not only other channels, but also subscribers if they like. So I have a few people lined up at the moment, but if that's anything you're interested in, please let me know. Adam, I did. See, you're really working that angle. I went and got a haircut and I got my hair highlighted all over. Some nice salon things. That's only the second time ever I've ever had a professional color. But thank you for noticing. Kimberly, I wondered where you were. I was thinking of you this morning. Hi, Norma Jean. Yeah, I sure did. Okay, would you guys like to see what I've been working on this week? It isn't a lot, but I love it. Hey, Michelle. All right. So I have a panel that Nanny B had sent me, and it has little 4 1/8, if you want to be technical, but 4-inch squares all over it. And I love all the little sayings on it. So I wanted to use up some of my scrappy strips. So I got those out one day and I laid a piece of the square that I cut out on top of there and figured I would just quilt around it. I would just lay it down, stitch it, flip it, quilt it as I go. 2 lines of quilting. So this is the first side that I did. So as you can see, it says you're giving me anxiety. You guys aren't giving me anxiety, but I love that saying. So I just quilted as I went. So this first strip right here, the green one, I flipped that and I thought, well, should they all be the same width? Should I vary it? And then I thought, nah, I'm going to keep it the same. So this was 1 3/4 inches. So that's what I went with throughout the whole thing. And I quilted 2 lines of sewing. And I didn't measure that out. I didn't quilt them in any like 1/4 inch apart or anything. I just quilted them. Oh goodness, Adam, I didn't know that. You that is why you notice these things. That's wonderful. She wanted to put the color on my hair and I'm like, Tina, why is it purple? But I trust her. So yes, Susan, absolutely. Just email me. My email is below any tutorial, but it's mariescrappycreations@yahoo.com. Oh, there's Honor. She found us. Okay, so after I did this, of course, this is going to be a tote bag. So right now it's about 16 inches square and I will trim it up to probably 14 by 15, possibly somewhere in there. So I had to have a second side. And I didn't want to use another one of the squares like I had used there from the panel. I just wanted to use a fussy cut piece of fabric. So this is the second one. So for anyone that would wonder, this is just a regular piece of cotton batting and I just simply laid it, flipped, stitched. So right now what I'm wondering is I think I want to put an inset zipper somewhere in here, probably through here, so that I have a pocket down. It would be on the flip side. So I'm thinking of that. I'm going to do a scrappy strap. Sorry, couldn't get the word out. A scrappy strap, and it will have the 2 inside pockets like my other tutorial tote bag does that holds the phone and everything. So that's what I'm working on. It's not for me. It's not for anyone in particular. I just tend to do that with bags. I want to try some stuff out. And because I have some Tula Pink fabric that I want to make into a tote bag, I'm kind of playing around with different ideas till I get just what I want so that I can make myself a bag that I'm truly going to love out of the fabric that is perfect. All right, let's see. That's the ash and the color to neutralize the warm tones. I'll take your word for it. But I told Tina, and I'll tell you guys, the first time I ever got my hair colored, I was about 27, and I went into the salon, and there was a girl, and I knew her, but she was new to being a hair stylist. She was like a year out of school, maybe at that point. So she worked for this woman who had her own salon, and that woman's name was Star. So she gets the color on my hair, and she came back to check me. If I remember right, she said it's going to take at least 30 minutes, but I'll be back in about 10 to check. So she went to do something else, and she came back at 10 minutes, and she lifted the plastic off my hair, and I saw her face. Horrified. She was horrified. And I looked at her, I said, Lori, what's wrong? And she's like, I'll be right back. Nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong. I'll be right back. Well, I knew something was wrong. So then she goes and gets Star, who comes over, and she looks and she says, oh my, my hair was green. It was green. Like, I don't know what happened. And they fixed it. But something about it, my hair hadn't been treated, I don't think, by anything. But either way, they did something to neutralize or something that color, but my hair turned green from the color. So when I left, I had a little bit of a different color, but not much, because they just had to get it off my head. So I don't know what happened. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Lukey. Yes, I did. Thank you. Glad to see you too. Hey, Nancy. She's the zipper queen. Did you guys know that? Okay, Lukey, you made it just in time because you're up next. And what do I mean by that? Well, I got some happy mail this week. I had to go downstairs and get one thing because I'm keeping it downstairs. But hi, Shirley. Hey, Mary. Okay, so I got this package the other day, and it was from Lukey, and I'm like, oh my goodness, because she told me she was sending me something. So I'm going to take them out in the order that I took them out of the envelope, okay? And you guys know that I love making fabric postcards, so I love anything that looks like postcardy things or whatever, you know. Check this out. Check this mug rug out. I'll try to get that close. See? It looks like an address, like someone's writing. Yes, I was all set for St. Patrick's Day, Richard. So a beautiful mug rug. Did you see all the stitches? Oops, sorry, I got threads. The stitches that she has there. And then on the back, she has fabric, and it says like coffee at 8. Hello, my friend. A sweet friendship refreshes the soul. Shall we stitch today? If you have one true friend, you are blessed. It has words and phrases all over the back, and I absolutely love this. Like, this is right up my alley. Isn't it beautiful, Debbie? So I was thinking, my first thought when I saw this was, I love it, and I wish I had some fabric like that to make postcards from. Well, she did not disappoint, because right there was a couple of pieces. That one. And that one. So I have some pieces. Isn't it? Yes, it is special, Jean. You wait, though. This made me cry. Okay, so then I think this was the next one I saw. And I love roosters, and I love black check, red check. I love it all. So check that out. Check, haha, black check. Check this out. Ha ha ha. I know, I'm funny. And then I don't know what to call the print on this, but I love the green against the black. And it must be like a fat quarter here, I would say. By guessing, we're pretty close to it if it isn't. And then I felt something else. There was a little pocket prayer, and she's got, I don't know if you can see. Let me move this charm. See if you can see the stitches, maybe not. There are stitches everywhere, and there's a little pocket on the back. Isn't that sweet? Sweet of her. And Then there was a card, and when I opened it, this is when I lost it, because everything was sweet and I was on the verge of tears because I get emotional when people send me things. But she was expressing her appreciation for what I do on the channel, and I hope she doesn't mind, but I'm going to read the back because I knew this had been around a while, and I love vintage stuff. Any of my friends will tell you if it's vintage. Like, I have a friend, Lorette, who will send me postcards that are vintage postcards that she finds at estate sales or wherever, or note cards. I love that stuff. Well, anyway, on the back it says, P.S. I inherited these cards when my mom passed 22 years ago. They were in her stash, and she has a heart. Isn't that beautiful? So that meant a lot to me because she gave me something that had belonged to her mom that she found. So it's like, oh, oops, I got threads on me, don't I? You wouldn't know on a sewing channel. So anyway, yes. Okay. Vintage looking. Hi, Mona. Yes, it is, Nancy. It's very special. She does, Debbie. Without knowing I really liked vintage, she guessed it. Oh, thank you, Janet. Yes. They are, Jean. I appreciate all she did. Thank you, Lukey. I really appreciate that. It was ever so sweet. This is going back downstairs. I've been keeping it on my coffee table. So, but I had to bring it up with the other items so I could show you guys. All right. So, remember how a few What's Up Wednesdays ago, maybe it was a tutorial, I used the word of the day was weather? Well, let me tell you what our weather is. We are getting 9 to 15 inches of snow starting at midnight tonight, or, well, tomorrow morning, whichever you want to say. Winds gusting up to 40 miles per hour. We're supposed to get 1 inch of sleet and up to 1/10 of an inch of ice. Hey, Lucy. Oh, I know, right? Honor, I'm sorry. I wasn't going to cry. I kept telling myself, you will not. Because I tend to get emotional when I tell you guys stuff, and I try not to. So I thought, well, if people don't live where there's snow and ice, they might not know the difference between sleet and ice. So I wrote it down so I would remember to tell you. Sleet is frozen rain. So when it's falling, it's basically ice already. Okay, so it's falling. And it is slippery, there's no doubt. But we're going to get the snow first, and then we're going to get the ice. And how you accumulate ice is ice freezes on contact. So I know this sounds funny, but it has to be fairly warm to snow. It's not going to snow at 30 below. You can't. It cannot snow. It has to be fairly warm. Anyone who lives near snow is going to know what I mean. You got to have it close to 30, or you've got to have some temperature there anyway. But ice freezes on contact. So it's rain as it's falling, and when it hits the ground, which is frozen, or the snow, it freezes on contact, and it makes a glaze of black ice, which is very dangerous. Oh, goodness, Lucy went to an estate sale Sunday, picked up so much vintage fabric. Okay, you're just making the rest of us jealous now, you know. I'm teasing. My uncoffee table, that's right. Honor knows. I'm not a coffee drinker, but that's okay. And, all right, so we're getting that snow. So tomorrow it's going to be storming all day, and I'm going to be sewing all day. I'm going to shut off all my social media. I'm going to watch videos or listen to an audiobook, and I intend to work on tote bags. So, and I had one of my subscribers mention to me today, she offered to send me some like quilted pieces of fabric that she's worked on that I could turn into a bag. Well, I don't mean pieces as in plural, but she's willing to send me one. She did say plural, but I told her a bag would do. And I told her if she sent me something, I could either do it as a sew along or as a tutorial, because I thought that sounded fun. Oh, hi, Brandon. How are you? A science lesson during your lunch break. I hope you guys are doing well, and I haven't seen a picture of that new baby since newborn. I don't even know his name. Can I knock on my wall? Brandon's my neighbor. He's a sweetheart. All right. So the next thing is Honor is here, and I would like to welcome her just as I did on the Facebook group, but I want to make sure everyone knows that Honor is helping out myself and Lisa Marie on the Facebook group as an admin assistant. So thank you very much, Honor. I appreciate that. As well as I want to say a big thank you to my moderators here on YouTube, because you guys, you keep everything running. I think that little wrench icon next to your name is perfect because you keep everything running here very well. So I thank you all. Honor, Lisa Marie, and all my moderators. Let me see what's up. Sleet is rain that comes down as rain. Freezing rain is when it rains and freezes on contact. Linda, yes, that's what we are getting right now, but not as much snow. Freezing rain is going to start this evening. Oh, Melissa says it will be big enough for a couple of bags. I didn't want to give away your name, but it's Melissa that's doing all the beautiful quilting these days. All right. Okay, Lukey, making a set of helping hands for a charity auction as I am listening. Good for you. Good for you. All right. So the next thing on my list is, in case you didn't see it on the group, Friday is the block number 10 of our quilt along. I was going to originally do it yesterday, but I wasn't feeling that great. My pain was up, so I thought I'd rather do it another time. So we're going to, fingers crossed, hope for Friday. Hi, Beverly. Yeah, I was on twice before this with no camera. I need technical assistance. No, I got it back. I'm not sure why. I had to deselect the camera and then reselect it and reboot because I had tried all those in different sequences, but it didn't work. All right. Our creative word of the day, which again you put in the comments below the video when it's done, not right now, but we're going to use the word stitch. What's your favorite stitch? What keeps you in stitches? I don't know. Use it in a sentence however you want. Just say the word stitch. I don't care. It's in the comments section. That's your creative word of the day. Okay, so as you guys know, I'm continuing to do a What's Up Wednesday every Wednesday, and a tutorial is now every other week. Instead of every Sunday, it's every other Sunday. And the basic reason for that is I was overwhelmed, and that was a lot, so I've dialed that back so that I could have some more home time, some sewing time, things like that. But that also gives me more free time, and I thought, I think I would like to do some sew chats here on YouTube. Like, let's say the other day when I was working on these, I just turn on the live stream, and whoever wants to join me and chat while I do that. So I'm going to start doing those, and I probably won't pre-schedule those. Those will just be a spur of the moment. Oh, I'm going on it, in an hour. Something like that. As well as I mentioned last week, I am going to start with the Zoom rooms so that we can all go in, sew together, or you can just sit there and chat, whichever you'd like to do. Honor is a rock star. Yeah, I tell you, and she volunteered, so I appreciate that. Between her and Lisa Marie, they keep the group really humming along there. They do. Yes, Honor, Melissa is very talented with her quilting. Mona says they're having snow this morning, no rain, then we'll probably freeze. Yeah, that's the bad part. That's the bad part. So that's what I've been up to, and I apologize that this is later than normal for What's Up Wednesday, but my husband had an MRI appointment this morning that we had to go to, so yeah. Adam says he'll join a Zoom room. Zoom, Zoom, Zoom. Who's old enough to remember that show, Zoom? We can race each other. The race of the new machines. Yeah, we could. Are you all healed up now, Adam? All feeling good, I hope? Fingers crossed. I love my new machine. Or I should say my new machines. Each of them. I slide back and forth between them. Because I have that one there. Sometimes I slide this chair right over. Other times I sit at my bench chair. But I love it. I love it. It's taking me some time to get the needle threader kind of going. But yeah. Zoom. Yes, Honor. I know. Remember, you want to zoom. I won't sing. Sorry. I apologize. Yes, Judith. Judith brings up a good point. Below the video, there is a like and a dislike button. If you can click the like, that really, really helps me out. As well as if you ever are on one of my videos, like let's say you were looking up the coin purse tutorial, when you share that on social media, that really helps me out. In fact, I just found out about a week or 2 weeks ago that someone has me posted on Pinterest because they pinned one of my videos. And then there was an article, someone did an article on one of my tutorials. So those were both really big things to me. Gundi, if I can remember, I will. I'm going to write it down. That's tag Zoom, maybe between myself and Honor or somebody. See, I'm throwing her under the bus to remind me. Yeah, it's hard for me to keep track of everything, but I will try. How's that? I will try to remember to tag you. And I need to change my chat. It keeps going to top chat instead of live chat, so I don't see everything. Okay, Debbie sees 26 thumbs up. See, I wasn't even seeing her message. Janice, it's been snowing here in Iowa since last night. Everything is beautiful. Oh, goodness. And Honor started singing as soon as I said it. Adam says his face looks as normal as biologically possible. If you guys don't follow Adam, which you should, you'd love his channel, but I hope he doesn't mind that I'm saying it anyway because he knows me. I'm a blabbermouth. He had shingles in his eye, so he was feeling pretty rough. So, Jean, you're doing a Zoom stitch this evening? I will try. I go to bed fairly early because I wake up early, but I will certainly give it a try, and I will try to be there. I don't know what time you're starting, but let's see. Richard, your new sewing machine. It looks like you can lift your pressure foot higher than the home machines. Yes, you can. This should make it easier to move your zipper out of the way when sewing in zippers. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes, that is true. And that reminds me, Richard, one of my subscribers had asked me a week or so ago if I had tried out the zipper foot. And at that point, I had not. But I did, and I like it. I had looked at it and thought that I might not, but I really do like that. Beverly, we're supposed to get rain and tornado warnings later this evening here in Wilmington, North Carolina. Yikes. Well, stay safe, Beverly. Like, what can you do? I know, but I hope you're safe. How's that? And Jean, 4 to 8. Okay, I will try to make it, if only for a little bit. Thank you for the invite. And is that invite for everyone or just for me? I'm teasing you. Hi, Rebecca. Thank you for dropping in. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Denise has a whole bunch of thumbs up. Okay, let me see. The Zoom Christmas party from December. I posted about this on the group, and I just want to touch base for just a moment. I had everyone's name who had come to both of the Zoom Christmas parties written in a notebook. Now, I have 7 notebooks, like just right here. And I know it doesn't look it, but I cleaned my sewing room, and I can't find where I wrote down everyone's name. So because I was trying to send a little something, and believe me, it fits into a regular envelope for a regular stamp, so it's not huge, but I was trying to send everyone a little something. I was trying to get everyone's name, and I could only remember a certain number of people, so I put a post on Facebook. Now, one of you, Elena, replied to that Facebook post, and I sent you a private message, but it will not go through. It says you don't accept private messages from people you're not friends with. So you need to check message requests or somehow get a hold of me via email, something like that. I would really appreciate that. Okay, I think I went down through every single thing that I had. And wow, did I go through some stamps. I go through a lot of stamps these days, but I like to send thank you notes and things like that, as well as like what I just mailed out. I bought 2 of the packages of international stamps because, oopsie, I meant to have 1 and somehow I added 2 to my cart because I order them online at the Postal Service. So, yeah. Oh yeah, speaking of Postal Service, guys, get this. Are mailmen supposed to, or our postal workers, excuse me, I want to be correct. Are postal workers supposed to smoke in a postal vehicle? Because I don't think so. But our temporary postman is doing that. So, yeah. Shingle away. Okay. All right, Adam. That's funny. That's funny. And I have a package coming from another subscriber who messaged me the other day, and she is sending me some fabric. She said it's stuff she's had for a year and hasn't used. And I thought, uh-oh. I couldn't measure myself by that because I have fabric. That thing I showed you guys last week, the zippered boxy bag, the flag fabric that I used on there, I've had over 20 years. So, yeah. Did everyone stop talking, or did my chat stop? Oh, goodness. Okay, so I can't think of anything. Oh, yeah, I guess I do have one other thing. I sorted fabric the other day. Now, these are all my strips that I purchased from my fabric addiction on Etsy. I know most of you know who I'm talking about. If you go to Etsy and go to My Fabric Addiction 1, she has all kinds of fabrics. But I buy her strip packs, which are sold by like by the pound kind of thing. She has a $10 price, and you get a lot of fabric. Well, anyway, as you can imagine, when you're digging through here for a certain color or a certain whatever, these get all messed up. So the other day, I took a little while and actually straightened them all out. Now, that's not to say they won't be right back to how they were pretty soon. But for now, look at that. Aren't you proud of me? I'm proud of me. I knew you guys would be proud of me. Adam says I'd have to donate half my stash on that basis. I know, but it's so sweet. So she said some of her friends had donated some fabric too, and they're sending it to me. So I'm excited. I just think it's awesome. People are so giving, and they're so thoughtful and sweet. I just love it. And then I love sharing it with you guys and showing you all. All right, let me see. Catch up some more here. Susan says, I wouldn't think smoking would be allowed. It would make your mail stink of smoke. That's what I thought. Now, I used to be a smoker. I quit about 8 years ago, but boy, I can smell it on anything now. And I thought one day that I smelled smoke, but it was almost like in passing, so I didn't think anything about it. And that must have been what it is, because yesterday I saw him pull up, and he went and pulled it to the side and flicked the end off it. And he exhaled, and then he opens the mail truck door, and I was thinking, I don't think they're supposed to do that. Denise loves Kimberly's strip packs. Yes, they are wonderful. They're used for so many different things. In fact, I got this one out the other day. sorry, I'm hobbling like an old lady on my knee because I'm an old lady on a bad knee. These are the latest packs that she sent me. So I just have to dig into these. I have them out one day and I was going to use them. But the batik packs are gorgeous. Did you guys see the scrappy batik packs? Because they're gorgeous. I just said that, right? Oh, I have a hard time deciding what to use fabric for. All right, let's see. Debbie, LOL Marie, I'm glad it's not just me that has decades of fabric. It is not just you. In fact, I have, this is no lie, what is it, Girl Scouts honor? How's that go? Something like that. Anyway, Marie's honor. I have fabric that I bought in 1990. Now, I don't have a lot of it, but I have it. I remember where I bought it. It was called McLaughlin's Textiles, and it was in Holton, Maine. I remember buying it, and I still have small pieces of that. So, Rebecca, I don't need any fabric, but I'm addictive. I can understand that. And Debbie says, I'm impressed, Marie. Well, thank you. Thank you, Lukey. Oh, let's see. I just skipped. I did not mean to. I gotta scroll back up. Mona says, nice. Adam, it's free insulation, the fabric walls. Hey, that's true. That's true. Sorting fabric is therapeutic. You know, I really do like sorting it. Now, if I could find enough to sort that whole shelf over there, or if someone wants to come do it for me. Adam volunteered, but he never showed up. Hey, Terry, how are you doing? Glad to see you. Debbie, I love when you share. It's like I got fabric to admire and enjoy, but I don't have to store it. Hey, that's one way to look at it. I like that. Rebecca, okay, I need to know how to find the strip packs. I can go grab you a link. Which one, the batiks or the scrappy ones, or both? I'll get you both. I'll just do one at a time. It will just take me a moment. Copy. Okay, this is the regular. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's too big. I have to go get a shorter. I have to go to Bitly and change the link. It's too long. I apologize. Copy. All right. This is just the regular scrappy strip packs. Rebecca, or anyone else who wanted to know, that's the regular scrappy strip packs. Now I will go get the other one. I just need to catch up. If it's a federally owned vehicle, that's a big no-no. I thought so. Yeah, and he's not our regular postman. He's a fill-in. Oh, Lukey, she doesn't ship to Canada. I'm sorry. Yeah, the batiks are beautiful, Rebecca. Absolutely. Adam loves the batiks. Janet, I have a stash from the 80s, strips and quilted fabric. Honor says a new convert. So Terry, I got that batik scrap as well. I love it, haven't used it. Decision. I know, right? The decision on what to use it for. Okay, I'm going to go get this before I go any further. I don't see the batiks. I'm going to have to look for it now. I hope she's not sold out or no longer selling it. Because she did have a batik strip pack. I can't find it. If one of my moderators could look, I would appreciate it. I'm not finding it really quickly, and I hate to stay away too long, but I apologize. Okay, let me catch up here. Susan, same here. I smoked years ago. Bad habit. It took me a long time to get rid of the stink. Yes, absolutely. It does. It takes a long time. It did. The hardest thing for me was getting it out of my yarn. We worked a while on that. Hi, Jeanette. Good to see you. I'm glad you came, even if we're getting close to done, but it's still good to see you. Jean. I make my own vintage fabric by leaving it on my shelf for years and years. Well, there you go. That's one way to do it, Jean. Shirley is saying hi to Terry. And Susan Adams says, that's the year I was born, 1990, just before the Spice Girls. We don't want to hear it. I was just saying to a woman this morning. No, I'm teasing you, Adam. My husband had an eye appointment the other day, and this young man walks in, and I remember thinking, oh, he must be my son's age. And he walks in, he goes over, pulls his wallet out, gets his insurance card, and he checks in to the medical place. And they said, what's your date of birth? And he said, something, 1993. And I'm like, oh, man, I'm old. Because my youngest son was born in 1987 when I was 23 years old. I'm old, I'm getting there. You know, but the funny thing is to me, the 90s were not that long ago. That's when I met my husband, 1991. That wasn't that long ago. Yes, it was. It was 32 years ago, but my brain doesn't quite compute that. So anyone that's my age or older will understand what I mean. But people like Adam, who are just babies, no, I'm teasing. But it's the same thing. Like, say for Adam, you can say, well, gee, I remember when I was 10 like it was just yesterday. Because you do. It's just, that's how it works. And not to get all philosophical, but I have always said, I think it's a cruel twist of whatever that, you get older, your body ages, but your brain doesn't. So you're always thinking differently than what your body can't keep up. Like, I went to get off the bus this morning and I realized for the first time, because I've been doing this for a while, but it took me till today to realize that to get up out of the bus seat, I grab the bar because my knee is bad. So I said to my husband, yeah, I have to grab the bar to get up off the bus. And he goes, yeah, well, we have to ride a bus. I'm like, yeah, touche. So, hi, Amanda. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Haven't heard from you in a while. Let's see. Gundy says, I'm a passionate smoker, but neither in the house nor the car. Well, I will tell you what. I used to smoke in my house, and then before I quit, I made myself go out. There are still days where I crave. I will never pick it up again, but for anyone who has never smoked, they'll never understand this, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed smoking. I did. I'm just being honest. I totally loved it. Okay, Rebecca says both. Okay, well, I couldn't find it. I gotta scroll back up. I lost my place. I'm trying to get down through here. Honor was born in 62. I was born in 64. My daughter likes to say 20 years after WW2 started. Denise, I started collecting fabric in 1980 when my husband was stationed in Iceland with the military. I found a quilt shop while there. All right. Hi, Carol. How you doing? Good, good. Zippy. Hi, Marie and everyone. Happy snow day. Terry's dropping links. Thank you very much. Nancy, are the strip packs 2.5 inches wide? They are not. Some are. Some are wider. Some are narrower. Some are wider at one end and narrow at the other, and that's why they are called scrappy strip packs, because they're ends off all the fabric that she cuts. So but you can get some that, because when I was sorting, let me show you what I mean. I'm just going to grab these top out and I'll give you a look here. Some of these I've had for quite a while. So they're raggy on the ends because I've had them for a while. But these are 2.5 inches. This one's 2.5 by width of fabric. But then I had some in there that are wider. And these ones are 4 inches. Then I have some, because I took these ones out, that are narrower. These are probably 1 3/4 inches, you know. So they're different, but the majority of them are pretty close to 2.5 inches. I will be honest that way and say almost every single thing that I bought from her or that she sent me was pretty close to 2.5 inches, but you can't buy them thinking that they're going to be all that way. Hi, Rhonda. Oh, thank you, Jeanette. I'm glad you liked it. Yes, Denise, I understand that. I don't care for the smell either. Okay, Lukey is looking for any viewers from Canada who know of a place in Canada that sells scraps. Amanda used to smoke, especially after a meal. Oh, I hear that one. Adam, I'm 32 and I'm already struggling to get out of my car. Sports car are not for the faint-hearted. They are not. I have given up smoking last year, 16 years, still miss it. I was good at it. Yeah, I was too, Adam. I hear you. You're welcome, Rebecca. I'm sorry. Mary says, confession, current smoker, and I enjoy it. Keep it away from fabric and yarn, of course, but I can detect the stink, and I can't stand that. Yeah, I used to do things like I would wash my clothes, like say I was going to a doctor's appointment. I would wash them, dry them, and I would put them out on our porch outside. Like, it wasn't an open porch to the outside. It was enclosed, but it was outside because I didn't want to go anywhere and smell like smoke. Let's see. Oh, did Terry find the link? Did she? That's to her Etsy shop, but I don't know if it's the packs or not. Let's see. Oh, I see. Search boutiques. Yeah, that's what I had done, Terry. I went there. Usually I went under other cuts or something like that. Other fabric cuts. That's where they used to be, but I don't see them there, so I'm thinking possibly she doesn't have the boutiques. And I need to get a hold of her. I haven't spoken with Kimberly for quite a while now, so. All right, Aunt Di says she smokes outside. Terry, I quit smoking at 25, X amount of years ago. It wasn't easy, cold turkey. Yeah, Terry, the link to the pack is too long. Yeah, see, I'm not getting it at all, but I had to go to Bitly and get the link shorter when I dropped the link that I did. Rebecca, are you on the Facebook group? So if I find it, I could send it to you in a private message. But okay, everyone, I have had a great time and I want to thank you for joining me today. I have a video get together with Lisa Marie this afternoon because I have had a package from her for about 6 weeks that she sent me for Christmas, but because I hadn't sent her hers, I didn't want to open mine. So we're going to open our Christmas gifts this afternoon. She's had hers for, I think, since last week, but I finally got it to her anyway. But yeah, we're going to do that, and I need to get some sewing done, and I'm going to let you guys get back to your lives. First off, I want to apologize for my camera issues. I'm sorry for all the confusion, but thank you guys for hanging out with me. And yes, I did say the word of the day. It was stitch. What kind of stitch is your favorite? Whatever you want to use. Adam, you crack me up. You're going to drop your phone in there one of these days. That kills me. Yes, and I will message her. I'm going to ask her about the boutiques, and I will let you all know. Okay, Rebecca, whatever I find out from her about the boutiques, I will private message and let you know. Did you get the link from above? You're welcome, Terry. Thank you. Thank you to my moderators. Thank you to everyone for hanging out with me today. I'll see you Sunday for a tutorial. I'll see you Friday for a quilt along. It will probably be late afternoon, early evening. I will announce it on the Facebook group. You all take care and be kind out there.